And Rich Hill will make his Mets debut. The 41-year-old left-hander will be pitching for his 11th different team. Mets got him from Tampa Bay on Friday. Rich Hill walking out to the mound for his Mets debut. Will become the oldest pitcher to start a game for the Mets since Bartolo Colon, and the second oldest pitcher to start a game for the Mets in his debut in the history of the franchise.
George Springer moved back in the leadoff spot last night, and he opened up the scoring with a solo homer in the third inning. His 139th career home run, batting out of the #1 spot in the lineup. Swing and a drive left field. This ball is going to get down, and it's a fair ball down into the corner. Springer gets a leadoff double. The move has paid dividends immediately, with Springer going to the top of the order.
Says he is comfortable at that leadoff position, and it has shown since they have put him out there.
And ended the night for Taijuan Walker. The runner goes, thrown to third by Nito, and Springer's tagged out. Springer running on a 3-0 pitch and gets gunned down by Nito for the second out.
I don't know what George was thinking there.
And they will take on Ross Stripling, trying to bounce back from his shortest outing of his career.
Yeah, that was just a third of an inning last time out against the Boston Red Sox. They touched him up for a couple of home runs, 6 earned runs, and 4 hits. Went back to the drawing board, said, you know what, my fastball's okay. Everything was fine. They just hit me. He is making his first career start against the Mets, hoping to bounce back.
Brandon Nimmo hitting .305 for the season.
Breaking ball just wasn't there. His changeup wasn't very effective. His fastball command. Well, they need him to do it, and this is a good start.
Boy, everything has been sharp early on for Stripling. Fastball command, got his curveball over, changeup and slider have all worked. 2-2 pitch. Hit on the ground. As Espinal makes a nice play. He was over there in the shift, 2 down, and Pete Alonso will come to the plate.
Looked like he was ready to punch him out and then thought differently. Now he can do it.
Well, he made up for that one. He gets the strikeout, a called strikeout on the breaking ball. Stripling retires a sign in order.
So 2 out, and here is Santiago Espinal getting the start at third base today. 0-1 to Espinal, and the curveball hit out to left field over toward the line. A long run for Dom Smith near the sidewalk, and he made the catch. Nice play. He caught it in fair territory right before he crossed the line. Dom had to cover a lot of ground to make that play.
Davis hitting .349 with 4 homers, 11 RBIs.
And that's drilled to left field by Davis, and that'll get back to the wall for an extra base hit. So J.D. Davis with a 1-out double, and the Mets have their first base runner of the day.
Well, 3-1 hanging slider. He's lucky that Mr. Davis did not lift this.
Now here's Villar, 1 for 7 in this series. A little looper over short, that'll fall for a base hit. Davis read it well. He comes around third, and he'll come in with the first run of the game. Jonathan Villar, an RBI single.
As good a base runner as he is, he makes some mistakes at times, just not picking the best spots to run. We've seen it on ground balls to the infielders. But he will steal from time to time, swing and a miss. There he goes. The throw to second is in time. Good throw from Kirk. Good tag from Simeon. A strike him out, throw him out. He ends the second inning. Marcus Simeon hits that first breaking ball, and Dom Smith on the run. It's off his glove and off the wall. Simeon is headed for second as Dom Smith got a piece of it, but it was just off the end of his glove, and it'll go for a leadoff double here in the fourth.
But for the third time in 4 innings now, the Blue Jays have led off an inning against Rich Hill with a double. Another curveball lifted into the outfield, and Dom Smith will have an easier play this time, and that's the second out. So Hill keeps throwing the hooks. The Jays keep hitting them for routine fly balls. The Mets would take that. Drops down, and he throws one that popped up on the infield. Alonso comes in to call it, and that retires the side. Hill, who used to be a sidearmer earlier in his career, went back to the old days to drop down against Grichuk.
It's going to take Kirk a while to go from first to second.
5'8", 265. Stripling squares, pulled back.
Throw to first, and they pick off Kirk. How about that? Tomas Nido with the back pick. Guillorme going over to cover, and Kirk was a dead duck. Nito's thrown out 2 on the bases today. That one's grounded weakly to the left side. JD cuts in front. Plenty of time to throw out Stripling. 5 scoreless innings now for Rich Hill in his Mets debut.
Roddy Guerrero to the plate. There's a drive into the alley in right field. That's going to be up against the wall on a hop. Springer is headed for third as Guerrero comes through. And he drives one to the opposite field. That frustration paying off here in his next at bat. He stayed on that pitch and hit a bullet to the base of the wall in right.
And that's going to be all for Rich Hill.
Yes, it is. I thought he aimed that last curveball.
So 5 terrific innings for Hill, but he gets in trouble in the 6th, and now Lugo will come in to try to bail him out, with the Mets leading 1-0. All in all, a successful Mets debut for 41-year-old Rich Hill, who will leave after 5 innings plus.
Bo has walked and flied out. He has 63 RBIs. 0-2 pitch. Breaking ball hit into center field. Springer's in to score. Guerrero's being waved around third. Here's the throw. It's cut off, and Bo delivers once again a 2-strike, 2-run RBI single to center field. Ground ball. Third base. They're going to come home, and the ball is not caught by Nito as Simeon comes in to score. The Blue Jays get another run as Teoscar will pick up an RBI.
Well, Pete hit that mammoth home run off of Borucki in the first game.
Pete started the day with an 8-game hitting streak. He struck out and grounded into a double play this afternoon. Conforto at second with 1 out. 3-2 to Pete. And he cranks one to left, deep, hit toward the wall, it's out of here! Pete Alonso ties the game with a 2-run homer. Alonso 2, Borucki nothing. It's 3-3.
What a nice at bat.
McNeil trying to get the Mets the lead. Davis and Villar will get set to run with 3-2 and 2 out. And McNeil drives one to right center field. That's going to go up the gap and go back to the wall. The Mets take the lead. Davis is in. Villar right behind him. Jeff McNeil with a 2-run pinch hit double. And the Mets lead it 5-3.
That's a nice 2-out rally right there.
He stays on that one and drives it into right center as Springer makes the catch. Runners have to hold. That ball was sinking very quickly on Springer as Alonso went the other way with it, and George had to leave his feet, and he makes the catch for the second out of the inning.
Go-ahead run to the plate, and Teoscar Hernandez, and he could reach the seats. He did it twice yesterday.
There's a line drive into center. That's going to cash in Simeon from third, and it's a 1-run game. This is the difference in the Blue Jays lineup compared to the Mets. There are 5 guys at the top of the order that can win a ball game for you.
He comes in with the bases loaded in a 1-run game.
And a big situation here.
And Biggio golfs one out to left, but Dom is there, and the side retired. 1 king-sized out for Aaron Luke. So it's left to Bo Bichette. 3-2 coming to Bichette. Struck him out, and the ball game is over. Edwin Diaz, 3 strikeouts in the 9th to put down the powerful Blue Jays.